Hi there, Internet Associate. It's Anthony, and I'm about to watch another episode of The Walking Dead. So this is Season 3, Episode 11, and it's called I Ain't a Judas, which I guess would mean something along the lines of this person is not a traitor, whoever said this. So last episode ended pretty crazy, so I can't wait to see what's about to happen now. It looks like it's really, it's war at this point. It is really war between, these two camps. So let's go ahead and get into it. The Walking Dead Season 3, Episode 11. I ain't a Judas. Don't know why you would think that.
We're not running.
No. Better to live like rats.
You got a better idea?
I like that
we
they got
should have
Merle
slid
locked
out of
up.
here last night.
But now is not the time. You once said this isn't a democracy. Now you have to own up to that. I put my family's life in your hands. So get your head clear and do something.
Wow. He spun Rick's words right back on him. He was like, if it's not a democracy, if this is basically a dictatorship, then you need to get your stuff together and figure out what you're doing. He's like, because right now I don't think you're thinking straight. What was that? It's so scary to think somebody could just snipe him out at any moment right now. Don't know who's watching.
I say something. Will you promise not to be mad?
I won't get mad.
You really don't know though, because he hasn't said it yet.
You should stop.
Stop what?
Being the leader.
Oh, whoa. Now that's really going to make Rick look at things differently, because we've seen already that when Carl says something, it affects Rick, in a deeper way, and it makes him consider things more thoroughly. So, and hey, Carl kind of does have a point right now.
If we include men and women aged 13 and up.
You mean boys and girls?
Adolescents. It's all 20th century invention.
20th century invention.
Men and women. I don't know who these people were when you were with them, but they've changed. They're bloodthirsty.
You knew about
Stop
this?
the cap.
They're all the able-bodied people we have. They're gonna carry arms and receive training. Won't get caught sleeping again.
You're not even worried about getting caught sleeping, are you? You're just trying to build a bigger army to take these people down.
You go to that prison. Stay there.
Now, does that really sound like that bad of an idea at this point?
Promise at once. Deliver Merle to the governor. Bargaining chip. Give him his traitor. Maybe declare truce.
He's still just gonna want to kill y'all. You can't reason with
You're the farmer,
insanity.
Hersh.
It was a bit.
Big. Hack it off yourself?
Oh yeah, they're both amputees. That's pretty funny.
This is a toe.
That's what T-Dog called it. Thought he was right. Till you found me.
These two just need to hook up already.
I just need to sneak out, make my way to the prison, and talk to Rick.
This is a betrayal.
No. It's an attempt to stop this before more people get
She ain't a Judas. Hey, I don't want to see that. What is he doing? I don't want to look at this. Well, now he finally got a regular eye patch. I was wondering when he was going to do that.
She's going back to the prison and has requested my assistance in escaping. Her words, not mine.
Help her.
He went straight to him and told him.
Okay, help.
Clearly he's loyal to the governor.
Hey, you!
I love how Milton always has, all that protective gear on. I know he's supposed to be like lame or something for that, but I feel like he's one of the smartest people out here. He never leaves out without a whole bunch of stuff covering his arms. I mean, I know the others just feel like they're good enough to do without it, but still, you can never be too careful.
just a little.
Ugh. Oh, is that, what's his name? That's, them. I forgot their names. Well, that's cool. I was hoping we'd see them again.
We have a town. It's walled.
There's about 70 of us.
You take people in?
We do.
Dang. Now they're going to be
Yeah,
going to the
just
other side.
Handle it.
I wonder if they're going to trust Andrea at this point. It almost looks like she's coming in as a disguise because she's got it in front of her. Will he notice? Yeah, you can kind of see, yeah.
Go.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame them for not completely trusting her because she could be like, you know, baiting them out and having a bunch of people.
Are you alone?
Just answer the question. I mean, can you blame them? Michonne looks pretty upset.
We can settle this. There is room at Woodbury for all of you.
Shut up. No, there's not.
You know better than that.
We've taken too much shit for too long. He wants a war, he's got one.
That's not smart. Y'all should just leave,
You
honestly.
don't sit down and try to work this out, I don't know what's gonna happen.
What work?
He has a
What
whole
is?
town.
What is there to work out? You really think that that man is going to be interested in working anything out? Like, that's just not going to happen. And I'm talking about Philip right now, the governor.
I didn't choose him over you. I wanted a life. Once we entered Woodbury, you became hostile.
That's because I could see it.
Rightfully so.
That you were under his spell from the second you laid eyes on him.
Like, I'm so confused. Well, I guess maybe she still doesn't completely understand how bad this guy is, even though she's seen a lot. But she's still talking about Michonne became hostile. Have you not seen everything that has happened? Have you not yet realized that Michonne was completely correct in her assessment from the beginning?
Because those people need me.
And what about these people?
I'm trying to save them too.
You can't save everyone. That's your lesson for the
I did
day.
not realize the Messiah complex was contagious.
Ooh.
Well, Dr. Stevens will be here soon. We'll get you checked over.
Thank you. No, it's my pleasure. Now you're welcome to stay as long as you like. We got food. fresh
No, you're
food,
not.
water.
You're welcome to stay as long as you like, and then once you don't want to stay anymore, you're going to be forced to stay there. This is like something in the Twilight Zone or something. They're not really like you come in and you can just never leave again, or else you're probably going to die.
As I say, you're welcome to stay here as long as you like, but you take the night and talk it over. Good night.
I hope that they get that same type of, you know, feeling that Michonne got, because he's lying to them. And now they're going to have the total wrong idea and think these guys are the bad guys and they're with the good people.
How precious are you?
I can't wait till, like, you know, 6 seasons from now when Judith is just gunning people down in cold blood.
And Shane? Rick killed him.
You got to preface that with
The night we left the forum.
the context.
Randall thing was a lie. Rick's become cold.
That's what happens when your best friend forces you to kill him.
Reasons.
Or at least your good friend.
You need to do something. I am. You need to sleep with him. Give him the greatest night of his life.
She just said that to her so straight up. No, you need to sleep with him. Well, this has to feel pretty weird for Andrea, just knowing how crazy this guy is now. This is a little different for The Walking Dead. Playing a song. Is she gonna do it? I don't think she's gonna be able to do it yet. I mean, she might try, but is it really gonna happen? The season's not even over yet. That's also just a hard way to kill somebody, to bring yourself to kill them. Because you really gotta go for it. Okay, well, I guess you could say that Andrea really is not a Judas. Because she couldn't bring herself to kill him. Although, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, it's like, at this point, it's a question of which group does Andrea have more allegiance to? Clearly, she's very torn right now. She's got this mindset of trying to think that at this point, that stuff can be reconciled, which clearly it can't. And it's kind of very evident what she thinks she can save everybody. I think that was kind of alluded to in the conversation she had with Carol. She's like, she wants to help Rick and them, but she also doesn't want, the governor to be hurt. And of course she wants the people of Woodbury to be safe and everything. And it's sad, but it's like at this point, the reality is that she can't save everyone. These two groups are not going to, see eye to eye. Like, especially the governor, Philip. He's just not interested in anything like that anymore. And, now clearly, now that Andrea isn't even able to bring herself to kill him after that being the plan that she had with Rick and all them, it shows where she's at right now. Like, she's kind of between a rock and a hard place, and that, either no matter what she does, it's not going to be a good outcome, because she can't just side with Rick and all them, because then the governor's going to be mad. She can't just side with the governor and all them, because then they'll be mad. And both sides are trying to kill the other side. So it's like there's nothing she can do to amicably fix this at this point, except for maybe kill the governor. But obviously that's just going to cause even, a lot of craziness in the city. But who knows? Perhaps if the governor got killed, other people might fall in line better. It's hard to say. It definitely does feel like killing the governor is the best option of anything, but obviously that's not easy to do, and especially isn't going to be easy for Andrea to do, since she really seems to have fallen for this guy. So I can't really, blame her for not going through with it just yet. But it's interesting that that's the direction they've taken this season, for the most part, of it really being this war between these two factions and having Andrea caught in the middle. It's also a little bit reminiscent of what was happening with Daryl and Merle a few episodes ago, when Daryl was trying to kind of have his cake and eat it too, by saying, he wants Merle to stay with them, but he also wants for, everybody to just get along and pretend like nothing happened. And it's like that just wasn't going to work. I mean, obviously now they're doing it, but I mean, there's just you just never know what can happen with Merle. He still hasn't, to me, really proved himself to just be completely trustworthy right now. In fact, it almost felt like he was acting a little bit out of character this episode, because he was so much more docile and so much more just kind of in line with everything. I don't know whether you would just call that them just writing for convenience. It just wouldn't have been convenient to have Merle doing stuff on top of everything else this episode, or whether his character really is starting to, I don't want to say grow, but at least, adapt and at least be okay, well, I might as well play nice with these people and stop being such a jerk for no reason. It's really hard to tell at this point. I guess we're just going to have to see in the long run how things work with Merle, if this episode was more of a one-off thing, or if he's really going to start to be, a little bit more trustworthy and more of a, I guess, valuable asset to the group. A lot of Judases right now, you consider, since, so many people have been in one place and going to the other. I wouldn't even call them traitors in a lot of senses. With Merle, I guess, not even, I don't know, man. It's at this point, everybody's kind of just going where they fit in and, trying to make the most of it. What's them call it, though, that group that was with them at the prison a few episodes ago, that Woodbury. Can you blame them? They're just trying to get in where they fit in. They even though now they know that the people they were just with at the prison are the people that this group is planning on, trying to attack or whatnot. It's basically, they're well, when we went there, they were, their leader was going crazy at us and threatening to kill us and stuff. So right now, what's the way things look in front of our eyes, this is what makes the most sense. And that's what people are having to do in this world. And I guess that also just speaks to the fact that, to survive, people are going to align themselves with whatever works best for them. And that might be evil sometimes. Evil in quotations, at least for us, the audience. The Woodbury people seem to be the evil group now, even though really, it's all just perspective. But, this governor guy, with him at the helm, it's hard not to see their group as the bad people, because he's making them actively train to go out and attack Rick and all them, when, if everybody just left it alone, it would be fine. So yeah, the only person really I blame right now is the governor, Philip. I feel everybody else is kind of just doing what they have to do, but it feels like he goes out of his way to cause chaos. He goes out of his way to disrupt other people's lives. And to what end? It's just to support himself and his people more. To me, that's just not, that's not humane. That's not an okay thing to do. That's not a responsible thing to do. I mean, like, even given the world that they live in right now, going out of your way to take something from someone else, from another living human being, just to support yourself better, to me, that's going beyond the point of just survival skills or doing what has to be done. That's just pretty messed up. I mean, like, evil in my eyes. It's, to me, that's kind of even worse than Shane. At least Shane's decisions felt a little bit more like, his back was up against the wall, and yeah, he was taking the, what you could consider the easier way out because it was just the more brutal thing, and it didn't have to come with a lot of harder trade-offs. But at least it still felt like he was doing it because he felt like he needed to do it, and it's just what had to be done. This governor guy, I guess he feels like he needs to do this, but he's just doing this stuff. He does not need to be going out and murdering other groups for no reason and taking from people. So, yeah, he's got, in my eyes, he's got Shane beat right now in terms of, just kind of being a bad, messed up person. And yeah, he has some redeeming qualities like we saw last episode and we've seen some other times, but yeah, it's like at this point, this guy has just got to go. So that's just what I've been rambling about this whole after episode thing. I think it's just how much that guy is bad. But yeah, overall, another good episode. They're kind of just, they've just been trotting along so far this season. I would say, most of these, there have been a few standouts so far. Most of these episodes have just been kind of, moving the plot forward, had some good stuff going on here and there. So I'm enjoying it. You know what I mean? I think overall, this has been fun so far. We just finished episode 11, so nearing the end of the season. So I have no idea what to expect from here. I guess I don't know. I don't know how this can possibly. I don't know what's going to happen. Obviously, I don't think that the governor is going to win, but I don't know. With The Walking Dead, you have to expect that like 4 or 5 more characters are about to die before the end of the season. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, let me stop rambling. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you thought about the episode. Like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And you can head on over to Patreon for the full uncut reactions to The Walking Dead way ahead of the YouTube schedule. Until next time, I'll see you all later.